Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Smash JT. And I don't typically like to focus on rumors so much on this channel, but what happened today in the news regarding Nintendo builds upon some videos that I've discussed in the past and makes a mini Switch coming from Nintendo feel a lot more real than what had happened in the past. And in addition to that, there were also reports of the Nintendo online service completely changing how it runs, and it's not necessarily good news. First reported by news site Esuteru, there was an official statement coming from the Japanese newspaper the Nikkei, which is kind of like the US equivalent to the Wall Street Journal, coming out with a report about what Nintendo plans on doing with the Switch very soon, and that includes making a mini Switch and also talking about the online service. But let's kick off with the mini Switch information. Initially, this report came through and it said, it is aimed at making it more portable for outdoor with miniaturization, reducing the price, reducing functions, expanding the user base. So this coming specifically from the financial newspaper in Japan kind of makes the Nintendo Switch Mini feel like it's happening soon. Soon, like mid-2019. So only a few months from now, this could actually be a reality. Everybody in the comment section that was attacking or mad or saying, no way Nintendo would ever do something like this, remove features, make it not be able to switch between portable and TV mode. It sounds like it's happening. It sounds like almost that the Joy-Cons may actually indeed be fused onto it, and it might actually look similar to a PlayStation Vita, which is crazy because usually it feels like Sony is copying Nintendo, but in this case it might be the other way around, where the Switch would function similar to how it felt playing the Vita, but instead it's gonna actually play Switch carts. At least, I'm assuming it's Switch carts, but for all we know, they might even remove the feature of being able to play cartridges. It might be an all-digital system. As of right now, everything is up in the air. There's a lot of questions and no answers to them, so all we can do is be left to speculate. But if they are looking to lower the price, removing features from it is the best way to do that, and the more features you remove, the cheaper, ideally, the console would cost. So, very interesting direction that Nintendo could be taking with this. Be very interested to hear how you guys would feel about the Switch Mini if it actually is a reality coming as soon as mid-2019, which is just wild to hear that it's coming that quickly. I mean, I know I felt like it was coming soon, but to hear it actually might happen this year, that's pretty wild. Now, on to the next topic that the Nikkei talked about today. This is wild. Two vastly different stories coming at the same time because Nintendo had their earnings and had a lot of information to report. As far as the online service is concerned, this one actually took a few different turns. Initially, there were reports that the Nikkei was saying that Nintendo's new online service was going to be focused on the whales, the people who buy microtransactions, the people who spend more money in games than the average gamer. But that's since been confirmed to be kind of a mistranslation and not necessarily what the Nikkei was getting at. Now the newest translation we're getting on this is that they're focusing on the core gamers, not the whales. That's a very different outlook from what a lot of people may be saying, so just take this with a grain of salt and know that going into Nintendo's online service, we all know it needs a major overhaul. Nintendo's been doing a good job of listening to the fans of what we actually want from our games and our online service. When I hear that they're going to be focused more on the core gamers, I immediately think retro gaming and Nintendo's mascots, what they're known for and what a lot of gamers want out of their Nintendo device, meaning more NES games and incorporating different systems. So you can bet Super Nintendo's going to be showing up sooner than later, N64, GameCube, all those come into mind. Yes, this is all speculation, but when I hear core gamers, that's what I think. Be very interested to hear what you guys think about this, what focusing on core gamers means to you, and if you want Nintendo to change the online service, or if you're perfectly fine with how it's working right now. My concern with Nintendo changing the online service is every time there's an update or a change to a service, that typically means it's going to go up in price. So Maybe they'll make two diverging paths where one will stay the same $20 a year in the US that it is right now, and there'll be a second service you could pay on top of that to get maybe the premium features. That would be one direction I could see them going in, but there's a lot of different ways they could go. I'm just kind of spitballing right now. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the online service and what you want to see out of it. And that's where I'm going to leave this episode today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, you stay smashing.